Hello again. Here's chapter 4, number 105. This is CP Algebra 2. If you're solving equations that have absolute values in them, some people struggle a little bit with this. Something we did briefly in Algebra 1. But if you have questions, here's how 105 works. You've got, in part A, you've got an absolute value of x minus 7 equals 50. You're going to get two answers for most of these folks. You want to take and you want to make sure the absolute value is by itself, which in all of these problems they are. If there was a number in front of it or there's numbers outside of that absolute value, you'd have to get rid of them by doing things to both sides. These, the absolute value is already by itself. I always treat this like a brick wall. Never, ever, ever go inside the brick wall and do anything. If there's a number out here, you never distribute inside that brick wall. You've got to leave this all by itself. It travels alone, and you can't change it. Once that absolute value is by itself, like all of these are, that's where you get two answers. And here's where the two answers come from. X minus 7 does not change, so you just put x minus 7, but that could equal 50. Okay, so whatever's inside of here equals 50, that gives you the answer of 50. Whatever's inside there could also be negative 50. So basically, it's a plus or minus whatever you have on that side. So you take this x minus 7 and you set it equal to positive 50 and negative 50, and that's where your two answers come from. Write it as two separate equations. You're not going to always get, you're not going to get opposites for answers, so you always write two equations, and that will give you your two answers. So this one, you add 7 to both sides, you get 57. This side, you add 7 to both sides, and you get negative 43. Okay, so there are two numbers that can go into there. You subtract 7, take its absolute value, and you'll get 50. Both of these numbers will work in there. Okay, so the other one's just the same. Here, B, you'd have absolute value of x plus 7 equals 50. Then that gives you two equations and two answers. X plus 7 could be 50. X plus 7 could be negative 50. Okay, so very similar to A. This time you're just subtracting 7 from both sides, and you get positive 43, and you get negative 57. Okay. Notice these are not opposites of each other. Sometimes people get one answer and just want to put a plus or minus in front of their answer. The two answers are very different. This x minus 7, or whatever's inside the absolute value, gets written twice, and you set it equal to the positive and the negative of the answer. Okay, the only other one, C, I'll let you do that one on your own. I'll let you see if you can do that yourself. 10 minus x equals 12. 10 minus x equals negative 12. I'll let you solve that one on your own. The only strange one is D. Notice how the absolute value has to equal a negative number. That's not possible. You cannot take an absolute value of anything and get something negative. So if you have the absolute value all by itself and it's equal to a negative number, you know that that answer doesn't exist. So that's 105. Good luck on the rest. See you tomorrow.